Hi, this is Drew Conmere Murray for Gestalt IT, and I'm joined today by Phil Gervasi and Gwen Bloom from Riverbed. Hey, Phil, can you introduce yourself to folks?
Hey, Drew. My name is Phil Gervasi. I'm a senior technical evangelist with Riverbed. You can find me online at network_Phil, and you can always email me at riverbed at philip.gervasi@riverbed.com.
Well, welcome, Phil. And Gwen, where can folks find you online?
Yeah, you can find me on LinkedIn, GWENBLUM. Yeah.
All right. So when I think of Riverbed, I feel like you're most associated with application performance, WAN acceleration. We're definitely in interesting times because back in the day when folks were in the head office or a branch office, you could throw appliances at either end of the connection and sort of control everything. But now everybody's at home or maybe in a branch or, doing split time in an office or at a coffee shop or a crappy wireless at home with
Yeah.
everybody like everybody has. So what does that mean for how is Riverbed addressing that for customers?
So the thing is that it is the idea is the same. We still have that bookends of end-to-end optimization. And so now, focusing on the client and the concept of the client to cloud connectivity, we're able to have that same branch steelhead connectivity that we've had, where we would deploy a physical steelhead or a virtual at a branch, but on a client.
Mhm.
And so that's how we're accommodating that. We're bringing that same capability, and it really is. There's a significant amount of feature parity, so it's bringing that right down to the client. And so if you are working from the road, tethered to your cell phone, or on a lousy coffee shop Wi-Fi, which there's security concerns, so therefore visibility comes into it. We can accommodate all of that just like we always have been. And the beauty of it is because it's so similar in the way it operates to the current Steelhead platform. It really, you have that same functionality as far as WAN optimization, using technologies like packet duplication and reducing the load on the WAN link, whether that's on a client, whether that's sitting at a branch office, and having a physical Steelhead appliance there as well.
So this client option is new to me because I think more appliances when I think about Riverbed. Can you tell me a little bit more about the client piece, how it works?
Sure. So we're actually talking about lightweight software that sits on your computer, your Windows computer, your MacBook, whatever it is. And it's going to behave just like a steelhead at a branch would. So it's going to synchronize with a client controller that could sit in your data center, it could sit in the cloud, it could sit wherever you like. Now, at your end user data, your data leaving your computer isn't going to go to that controller. But what does happen is that the client accelerator, that's what we call that piece of software that sits on your computer, is going to synchronize with the controller and then take its policy from it. And that's policy that looks kind of like firewall rules. So you're going to have an IP source and destination. You're going to have a means of looking at your 5-tuple with protocols and that sort of thing. You're going to be able to look at file extensions. You're going to even be able to correlate network activity with local processes running on the computer. So that's how we get very granular acceleration for
Mhm.
specific applications. And that's also why we are able to glean significant more visibility. And so what happens is the other end of that is a steelhead sitting in the data center, sitting in the cloud, or as a service from Riverbed, which provides SaaS acceleration for your favorite SaaS applications like Office 365, Salesforce, Teams, whatever you're using. And so that's how we have that end to end with the client sitting on the computer behaving just like a steelhead would in a branch. Now, the beauty of it is that you can go to the office with that laptop and it doesn't negate the steelhead sitting at the branch. We can run in a hybrid environment, which has all sorts of interesting ramifications as far as performance and just improving and caching and all that sort of thing. But that's ultimately the crux of where we're heading right now. How can we provide peak application performance no matter what you're plugging into? So
Okay, and I heard two things there. One is with the client piece, which I'm loading onto Windows, Mac, et cetera.
yeah.
I'm getting the application acceleration so I can make sure my performance of a cloud app or a data center app is good, but I'm also getting visibility so that if I'm an end user at home and I've got an issue and I'm saying it's the network, somebody back at headquarters or whoever can look at this, get some information, presumably from that client and say, actually it's XYZ.
It's a little bit technical because, Riverbed is the performance company, but as well, we are the visibility company, meaning we analyze the packets. And usually when you need to troubleshoot, you will end up analyzing the packet, and you need to capture the packet and be able to analyze what is going on. And that's actually what our client Accelerator, which used to be called Steelhead Mobile, by the way, enabled any IT operators to do, in fact, is to capture and to get the full visibility and trace exactly what the problem is when you have any slowness wherever you are. Yeah.
And is that packet capture capability running full time, or just like an administrator can kick it off if there's an issue?
Exactly. It can be kicked off just when you need to do a specific analysis on the spot, yeah, by the
Okay.
IT.
And you're talking about full capture analysis. I can get headers and data.
Exactly. You can capture the full packet that is going outside your network interface, and you can troubleshoot anything that is going on. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, and I assume that visibility part is key again, because right now workers are everywhere. And so when it comes down to understanding what's happening, what the conditions are, IT would be blind without some kind of local element.
Definitely. And when IT is blind, the answers are in the packets. Always. Yeah. Packets don't lie.
Okay. So I understand Riverbed's having a user conference that's running this month. I know everybody's very busy and it could be hard to spend a full day with Riverbed. Are there 1 or 2 or 3 key sessions or things that you would highlight for folks to go check out if they've got a full day?
If I were going to choose one personally to go to, just with the talk of machine learning, artificial intelligence, that sort of thing, there's a session called Machine Learning and AI for Network Operations and Troubleshooting. The name is a mouthful. So you just pick out machine learning and AI, right? The buzzwords. That's something that I would check out. There's another one called Today's Data Acquisition Options for NPM Solution. That one's immediately after. Again, like Gwen alluded to, the packets don't lie, and just gathering that data and visibility is really important to us. So those are 2 in particular that I would focus on the 17th.
And me, naturally, enhance Teams and stream experience. That one particularly because it's not only video, it's as well Teams, the collaboration that is accelerated. And the other one, the building a digital performance center, which is all about the visibility.
All right. So we just mentioned the conference. When is it? How can folks register?
Sure. The conference is November 17th. It's all day. And folks can register by going to the main website, riverbed.com. You'll see a banner at the top where you can click and register and enter your information there.
All right. So that's November 17th, and just go to riverbed.com to sign up and check out some of these sessions. All right, well, thank you, Phil, and thank you, Gwen, and thanks to Riverbed. Make sure to check out the user conference November 17th. You can sign up at riverbed.com. This is Drew Conry-Murray for Gestalt IT.